Hey everybody, what is going on? I brought something today for you to see. This red Hot Wheels car. I believe it's a Shovel 68, 69 Shovel, and Chevy. It's got a dragon on it. It's very interesting. It's interesting because I had a dream one night that I was. It just felt like I was in a prior time in my life. It just felt old, you know? It didn't feel like my life feels now. And my friend Jacob was in this dream, and he was driving a motorcycle. And his motorcycle controlled the speed for both of our motorcycles. And I looked at him and I said, it's fun going this fast, isn't it? And he looked at me with a big smile, goggles on, and he made it go way faster. And we were speeding down this road that I recognized. It's the street that I live on. And I just thought we were going to be hit. I thought, there's no way we can slow down, and it accelerated. It's a type of speed. It's a type of speed that kept accelerating as you went, and it was a scary feeling. And then it was over, and we stopped, and I woke up. Right. It's interesting because I woke up from that dream to find this, and that's very special because I woke up from a dream that felt old, and I have not seen this in probably about 15 to 16 years. And I didn't even know I brought it to this house. I thought I had lost it for a long time before that, ever. So, very interesting. Uh, and it was right below my dragon statue that I have on my top shelf. And it has a dragon on it. And so I thought that was so interesting. Um, Somebody had found it for me and put it there before I woke up. So I was just so happy to see it. I've been bringing it everywhere with me. Put it as close to you guys as possible, but actually I want to hold it. Anyways, today's video is about dreams. I talk a lot about positivity, and I talk a lot about, doing the right thing and being healthy, obeying the law and all that stuff. But truth of the matter is, there's a lot more to be said than that. The world isn't black and white. I know that. I know it's not a black and white world that we live in. There is something to be said about being alive and having fun. And fun is usually messy. It's not always on the good side. It's usually a chaos of good and bad going on. That's what fun is. Zero responsibility and a chaos of everything else. Sometimes you break the rules. Sometimes you break the law. I'm no stranger to that. When I was younger, of course, just like everybody else, my age, you do things that bend the rules or even maybe break the law. Maybe not in a big way, maybe in a small way, I don't know. But nobody's a stranger to it. Or at least you shouldn't be a stranger to it. What kind of life is that? I don't know. But we all have desires. We have dreams. We have goals that aren't necessarily wholesome, aren't necessarily clean, because they're fun to think about. And I just explained what fun is. It's not always wholesome. It's not always clean. And so the desires we have are usually not clean and wholesome. Sometimes they're very gross. Sometimes they're very violent. Sometimes they're very lust-based, But they do strike up a passion in you. And usually you feel it when you listen to a certain song. You listen to a certain song and you can feel it, There's something to be said about that goes deeper than be positive, deeper than don't be negative, obey the law, There's something that goes a lot deeper than that. And it needs to be said that having fun, even if you are getting away with something, is a moment that you will never forget, correct? And so is it wrong to want to live out a dream because it's not completely wholesome, not completely right? My answer is no. I think you need to live out that dream. I think you'll regret it if you don't. Even if the other side of whatever this is greater than Earth could ever be, even if that's true, you're going to regret it for a long time before you die. It's just not a pain you want to live with. This is very real. You are here right now. So save yourself some pain. Live out your dreams. You know, you might break some rules, you might break some laws, you might even break some hearts, might break some trust. I know I've done all those things in order to follow my heart, but your heart is your heart. It's not anyone else's. You know, your heart is yours, and it doesn't belong to anyone else. It's yours. And you can travel inside other people's hearts, and other people can travel inside yours, and you can be in other people's worlds, and it's exciting. And that's part of the passion, is getting into someone else's heart, you know. It's a bit complicated, I think, but the point is, we all have dreams, we all have desires, we all have lust, we all have passion for things that aren't necessarily good. I can tell you right now, I've lived things out that I wanted to live out, and in those moments, there was no regret. As a matter of fact, I felt amazing. As I saw it was going to happen, I felt amazing. As it was about to happen, I felt amazing. As it was happening, I felt amazing. And after it happened, I felt amazing. There's nothing bad about it. It feels good. So, yeah. Just go after what you want. Obsess over it, visualize it, repeat mantras, whatever you want to do. But go after it, focus on it, and it'll grow. Just like Mr. Rogers once said, you focus on something and it'll grow. The garden in your mind, right? You can grow dreams. You can make them real. You know, I've seen it happen. I've done it, you know. There is something to be said, not about, you know, when you say obey the law, that's all there is to be said about it. You know, you save people trouble, you save yourself trouble. You be positive because being positive is better than being negative. But we're humans. We're not angels. We're not always going to be that way. And we're also not demons. We're not always going to be bad. We're humans because that's what we are. If you don't operate on that frequency and you push things down, it will find another way to come out. And it will ruin things a lot more. And this time it won't be on your own terms. If you ruin things on your terms, at least it was your terms. At least you might have got something you wanted. But if you don't go after what you want, things will be ruined anyway, and it won't be on your terms. It'll just happen because you pushed it down for so long. It has to come up eventually, you know. So that's my little video for today. I know it was a shorter one, but just a message that needed to be said. I'm sorry my camera was glitching so much. I had a lot of notifications coming up from Snapchat and stuff, and a lot of group chats and stuff. So yeah, part of living life, I guess. Anyways, me and my little car here say goodbye. Subscribe to my channel, like it, leave a comment, share it. Cool. I'm usually a lot more hyped than that, but whatever. I will be back in a flash.